Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is my review for The Boys, Season 4, Episode 5. So, if you've been watching my reviews, you'll know that again, I've been loving the show. I've been thinking that the past 4 episodes have been very good. But again, like I've been saying, I've been feeling like it's been feeling a little bit directionless. Well, not really directionless, but more like we're not sure where it's going, where the story's going, what the resolution's going to be, what even the overall story of this season is. And we're 5 episodes in. I feel like 5 episodes into Season 3, we were much more far ahead than we are now. We sort of only seem like now we're starting to lay the groundwork and now we're starting to sow the seeds for what this season's going to end up being, which is exciting. But I feel like this episode should have been like more of an episode 3 type episode, right? Not an episode 5. But anyway, it was still very good and I really enjoyed it. So let's talk about it. So this video will have spoilers for Season 4, Episode 5 of The Boys. So if you have not seen the episode, go watch it and then come back. And yeah, so let's just get straight into it. So this episode is very, very good. I'm just going to start off by saying the MVP this episode is Simon Pegg. He is absolutely fantastic in the role that he's given here as Huey's dad, being woken up, being given Compound V by Daphne, and his role this episode is just phenomenal. Like, he is the MVP of this episode. He is so good. His performance is so heart-shattering. The powers that he demonstrates are so cool, and just that whole hospital sequence was incredible. Like, it was such a great goodbye as well to this character who, you know, has been not pretty present, but he's appeared throughout the first 3 seasons as Huey's dad, and you know, everybody loves Simon Pegg, and so it was great to see him throughout the first 3 seasons, but his story has come to an end this episode, and I just thought it was a beautiful, beautiful end to a really good character, you know, and it really tells us a lot about Huey's character, you know. Simon Pegg's, you know, Huey Senior, I guess his name is Hugh Senior, is, you know, a really good character, but also a really good extension of Huey's character, and to say goodbye to that, it's sort of like healing an arc, you know, it's sort of the end of an arc for Huey, you know, with his dad, because throughout the first 3 seasons at least, he's been shown to have this sort of relationship with his dad where, not that he doesn't respect him, but he's sort of just like, Huey feels like his dad is like, I don't know if holding him back, or there's some sort of tension there, right? Like, he ignores his dad's calls, he thinks his dad's not stupid, not stupid, but he thinks his dad's kind of stupid, I don't know. But yeah, so this was just great for a great resolution to that. And, you know, Simon Pegg's character, Hugh, obviously dies at the end of this episode, which is so sad. Like, I was honestly nearly tearing up. It was really sad. But yeah, he was just so fantastic. His performance and his anger toward Daphne was so incredible. That one scene where he's covered in blood and he turns around to Daphne and Huey and he says, like, you left me, you know, you did all these things, you hurt my Huey, and you looked right through me like I was a ghost. And as he said that, he sort of flickers, like his powers are activated and you can see through him. It's so powerful. I actually got goosebumps when that happened, because it was so fucking good. And Simon Pegg is just fucking awesome in this episode. Some pretty crazy things happened as well, where there was that one scene, it was kind of funny, but it was also kind of fucked up, where that guy was saying to the doctor, like, oh, let me take you out, I'm a nice guy, I promised I was ill, you know, an ick in a way. But seeing him get absolutely fucking impaled by Huey's dad was just crazy. Like, you've never seen those kind of powers before used like that. Like, Kitty Pryde obviously is a character I would compare it to, but you've never seen powers be used like that. That's what I love about The Boys, is seeing these powers we know and are familiar with be used in such gory, realistic ways that this is how they would work in real life. And I just thought that was so cool to see. But that whole scene was crazy. But yeah, so the whole hospital scene, the whole arc with Huey and his dad, and, you know, not wanting to let his dad go, but then finally letting him go, and with Daphne and all that, I thought was fantastic. And Simon Pegg was so good this episode. Like, what a beautiful performance. Like, really incredible. But yeah, so this episode we sort of start to move forward a little bit with the plot, right? Like, we sort of get reintroduced to the virus that was initially introduced in Gen V, which is a great show. I reviewed, I think, every episode of that show, so go check that out if you have not already. But Gen V is a great show, right? And I'm so excited that we're actually tying it in. Now, Sam and Kate were in this episode from Gen V, but they have very limited screen time. I think they have like a few lines each. And I honestly don't know if we're going to be seeing them again. I don't know what's going to happen, what this means for Season 2 of Gen V. I know they're going to be in it, but I don't know what capacity The Boys is going to affect Season 2 of Gen V. But yeah, it was still cool to see them make an appearance. I thought they were great characters in Gen V, and I can't wait to see them again in Season 2, but I'm not sure if they're going to pop up again. But anyway, we get the reintroduction of the virus. The boys, well, Butcher and MM get Stan Edgar out of prison. Stan Edgar takes them to one of his houses, or holiday houses or whatever, and they find, Newman's lab, Victoria Newman's lab, in which she is recreating and testing the virus on animals and giving these animals Compound V in order to test how the virus affects on them or whatever. But yeah, and this whole thing I thought was going to be wrapped up this episode when all the animals started dying and they started running away and sort of had to team up with Newman a little bit. I was like, oh, are they already wrapping up the virus storyline? But obviously it's revealed that Samir had his leg cut off in order for Butcher to kidnap him and fake his death and make him make more of the virus. So clearly the virus is going to be the plot for this season. Clearly they're going to use the virus in some capacity, whether it's to kill Homelander, whether it's to kill Newman, something like that. I don't know, but I'm very interested to see what happens. I think the virus is a very cool, way, a new way for us to explore hurting Supes and killing Homelander. Especially the way that it doesn't affect, humans. It only affects, Supes. And so I don't know if that's going to end up affecting Kimiko or Starlight in a way. I hope it doesn't, because I love those characters. But we will see what comes of that. Also, this episode, we get a lot of spoofs on the MCU, which is very funny and very relevant. We get the D23 Comic Con parody, Vought 52, I think it's called, where, they come up, they announce, here's the next 19 phases of our cinematic universe, and they have the giant slate of films. It was so funny, so many meta jokes, like A-Train coming out saying, we just finished the reshoots for our reshoots, making this show the most expensive show to ever be made, so it's got to be good. I thought that was so funny and such a good commentary, and I love the MCU. I love those movies and I love some of those shows, but they're not incorrect in their spoofs, in their satire. It's very funny. It's very timely as well. But yeah, so that whole thing was really funny and just really interesting to see. And I love the way the boys spoofs on the superhero genre and on real life and politics. I think they're very smart with it all. But even though this season it is a bit more in your face, not so much more subtle, but it's still, again, I agree with what they're saying, so it doesn't bother me. Anyway, so yeah, this episode we also get some progress with A-Train and Ashley pinning the leak on the news reporter guy. I forgot his name. Was it Cameron something? I don't know. Pinning the leak on him. And then he ends up getting beaten up by all the Supes in a scene which I think is fucking incredible. And it was just like, holy shit, where is this going? Where Homelander sort of assembles the seven, assembles Kate and Sam, and says, the time will come where you will no longer be superheroes and beloved celebrities. You will be wrathful gods and they will bow down to you. And then Kate just says, anything you need, Homelander, like, get off the ground, Kate. What are you doing? But yeah, so I don't know if that's going to come this season or next season, but shit's going to go down when that happens. And I can't wait, because Homelander can just like they say, scorched earth. Homelander can kill everyone anytime he wants, right? And so in his plan, he's planning something where Supes go against humans. I think in the comics there's a thing where he attacks the White House. I don't know if that's going to be happening this season or next season, or how they're going to wrap up the show. I don't know, but I'm still very interested to see. Sister Stage, again, this episode, I thought she was great, playing her little games, playing with A-Train. She knows A-Train's the leak. I don't know what's going to come of that, but I think it's going to be very interesting. This show, I think, is I'm just very interested to see where everything's going to go. I'm really enjoying it. I think the story's picking up now, and I think next week's episode, I think, is going to be crazy with that cliffhanger with Homelander saying everyone needs to be wrathful gods. You will no longer be beloved celebrities. I think that is, that's going to be something. But anyway, that was my review for The Boys Season 4, Episode 5. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Did you enjoy the episode? Did you not? Let me know your thoughts on the season overall. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It'd really mean a lot. Also, if you have not already, make sure you turn on post notifications so I don't miss when I upload. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.